And you think she's done singing, but she has more. Hi, Chillmonger here. Planet Fanatics Darius is there. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
It's a whole lot of Durag Man or Captain Durag to talk about. It's a whole lot of Star Wars because they gave us the trailer to talk about. And I could talk on, remember how we did Static Shock yesterday? I could talk on some excellence happening over at Concrete Comics as well. We'll touch on Chadwick Boseman. He's got a new play. It's called Deep Azure, and that his brothers are promoting it. So it's a play, like a theater play. So we'll talk on that one. Also, hear what he had to say. Let's begin with Concrete Comics. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Because they've got a Kickstarter, Solar the Sovereign. And before I play, actually, I'm just going to do this first. Move out the way, Chillmonger, because this has been completely backed. It has met its goal all the way, and salute to them. What's appealing? What is the comic book audience gravitating towards? Let's see who this new character Solar is.
In a world full of darkness, a man on fire is chosen to uphold the light, caught between the weight of his greatest fears and stepping into his destiny through a divine awakening. Solar answers the call to become the protector of two worlds. With cosmic powers inherited through the Fahrenheit force and human blood running through his veins, Trevin Williams becomes Solar the Sovereign, a living sun called to restore balance between man and space. Witness the ascension as he becomes the sovereign to one race and savior to another.
How you feel about Solar, huh? Trevin Williams. Cool name. Unique. I hope it's not spelled like Trayvon and people mispronounce it, because that'd be an error. But look, this is a solar or a cosmic powered person who is a human being, and he's going to be the balance between Earth and space. I mean, what else do you want from comic books, right? And it's good to hear that succeeded. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it looks good. It actually looks good. At first, I thought it was going to be something. I thought it was going to be animated or something like what they were doing. That's a comic book, but yeah, no, it looks good. Looks good. Black representation. He's super powered, can fly. Sounds like he has some cool abilities outside of his flight. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm always sensitive to looking for stereotypes and things that are tropes, and I didn't see that here in this. So that's a win, of course.
For sure. Yeah, no, it looks good. And who made this?
Concrete Comics.
Concrete Comics. You picking Solar up?
I didn't back it, no. We still got a date to back it, but I never back things on Kickstarter.
I see.
What's good, chillin', Darius? Up to the chat. What's up, fam?
What's going on?
Hannah Montana peaked with their movie. You can tell the leading stars wanted no interest in season 4. Is that your take? What's up, everyone? Remember, Taylor Swift got her start in that movie prior to being mainstreamed. Oh, no, she was really in it? That's crazy.
Yep, she sung at the country bar deal where they did the hand slap, whatever the song, do the hold down.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Hannah Montana movie.
Shut up.
It was within my age group. I just never got to it.
So, as in you've never seen it still?
Still never seen it. Well, if I didn't see it then, I'm going to see it now?
You should do that. You should. I mean, you have Disney Plus, right? Oh, no, you don't. But you have your deal.
Yeah, I can find it.
Yeah, it's easy.
I'll just look for the songs.
Hannah Montana movie. It's actually the movie's good. Movie's good. But so is the show.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say in front like the show wasn't one of Disney's top tier shows.
I remember when she would always say, "That's just like Uncle Earl would always do that." And then one day we saw Uncle Earl show up in like season something.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, that's who played him. Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy.
Yep, and Dolly Parton, who is her real godmother, played her godmother in the show. Her grandmother was somebody. Forget who played her grandma. Her grandma was somebody too. But yeah, Hannah Montana was a great one. It was a good one. She went. Did they go only 4 seasons with Hannah? Was it only 4 seasons with that?
I guess so. I remember that they filmed an extra season back to back, just so like they could preserve their youth and they wouldn't have to get a whole year older for the next season. Yeah, they did the final season back to back with the 4th season.
Before we move there, we can close. Make sure we close out on. If you had anything else to say on the Solar?
No, because I was gonna transfer over to Captain Durag.
Okay, well, we can go there before Hannah.
Yeah, Shia got beat up. I just saw that TMZ video. Did you see it? Shia LaBeouf?
I did. He got arrested. I really like Shia LaBeouf, so it's him getting in trouble. It's like I saw it. I said, "Damn it, Shia, you're doing great."
I have no context to why he deserved it or didn't deserve it. Is he the victim? Is he the aggressor? Like, I have no idea what happened in that video.
No clue. Don't know if he just got arrested because it was one of those deals where if you fight, both parties are getting arrested, which is not always necessarily true, but typically.
Andre says
this deal. Go ahead.
Just Andre's rest in peace for Jesse Jackson.
Yes. Reverend Jesse Jackson passed this morning or last night.
Tony Neres. Andre says, "I am somebody." Oh, I get that. I understand that. The Jesse Jackson poem or reaffirmation. What would you call it? The "I am somebody." What's that called? Uplifting. That.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? I'm guessing Chill was more of a Lizzie McGuire fan. I was more of a Lizzie McGuire fan, but Hannah Montana was still great. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
Another great movie.
She was in town a week ago. Hilary Duff.
The Duff.
Unfabulous better than Hannah Montana? No.
Unfabulous. Which one was Unfabulous?
I think she had I forget her name, bro. The girl who's...
I remember the name.
She's always fighting her boyfriend.
It's not. Unfabulous with Emma Roberts in them on Nickelodeon? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely not.
If you want to say Hannah Montana is not up there and you want to use something against it, there's the That's So Raven. You could give me Zach and Cody, Corey in the House, Wizards of Waverly Place. Like, those are the 4 ones that you can say, and I'll say, oh, I understand why you like that more than Hannah. But Hannah Montana is great.
Very great. Now, Zoe, not to say Unfabulous was not great, but I wasn't one of the Unfabulous people, so I can't say that I was a fan. Now, Zoe 101, if we're moving to Nick, Zoe 101, yes, fan of that show. Ned's Declassified.
Zoe 101 was awesome, man. So awesome. iCarly started off a little young, but they got older.
Drake and Josh, iCarly.
I liked it.
Some iconic ones.
Random Dancing. Grandmother was a redhead, but Dolly Parton was her godmother. Okay, godmother, right. He reportedly started a fight with a staff member at a bar. Shia LaBeouf. All right, then he did what he did.
Like the most violent job. Oh, man. Listening to him talk about his start to fame and all that, his dad was in prison right before he did Holes and then got out and was on the set of Holes. He's talked about that. Have you seen that video of him talking about, how on the set of Holes, what's Angelina Jolie's dad's name? Forget his name, but played the sheriff on set. But he's a method actor, so he was in character the whole time. And then Shia said that his dad and him bumped heads because he didn't know how to act, or he didn't know how to handle it, something like that, to where he had to pull him aside and tell Shia's dad, like, listen, this is how John Bolt, this is how things are in this industry, and this is how things are on this set, and just all this kind of stuff. But Shia talked about his childhood and just said, he didn't have that the best of childhoods, I guess, even behind the glitz and his words, behind the glitz and glam of even Stevens, things weren't what we might have thought they were.
Sidebar, the glitz and the glam. When do we ever just say the glitz and we leave it at that? It's always the glam too, isn't it? Why do we do that?
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
The trials and tribulations. Why isn't it just the tribulations?
Because you got the trials too. And it has to rhyme. It has to rhyme to kind of put some fear in the story. So, not just fear, but that vigor.
If something's like rough, they'll say, it'll definitely leave you with nicks and knacks. What do you mean nicks and knacks? Why not just a knack? Huh? Why is it Trinidad and Tobago? Why not just Tobago? Now I'm pushing it.
Take the bad with the good.
Mike says, you guys need to stop deflecting from the true important topic of today. What's in the box? Huh?
Am I missing the box? What's the box?
What's in the box? Oh, the wrestling. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the wooden box on Raw. Yeah, what is in the box? Good little mystery. Yeah, you're right, Mike. Yeah, it's a huge box, and we'll probably get a wrestler coming out of it or something. Who knows? A trophy. We don't know. Disney's quiet on the set. Oh, quiet on the set like Nickelodeon. It would go back decades of child abuse. It would. If you have a rap song made after you, it's popular. Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. I got Miley, I got White. Remember that the wacky wavy inflatable arm flailing tube, man, and it turned backwards, and there was it turned like 90 degrees. You can see it twerk.
That was her twerking. I had to follow her on Instagram during that phase. She was doing too much.
Y'all feel bad about a grown man making a dumb decisions? Is he disabled? Shy needs a reality check before he kills someone. Ooh.
Well, I guess you do. The minute details of what went down to lead towards his arrest, what was said to him, or what was maybe done to him, or whatever, to make the claim that you just made.
Right. I absolutely remember the famous Jet Jackson. I thought he was really famous too. He was like child star famous. Like no one knew that guy. His name wasn't even Jet Jackson. I'm thinking, oh, he's related to Michael Jackson because I'm young watching this. I'm thinking, oh, he's a famous Jet Jackson. They wouldn't tell us he's famous if he wasn't. Nah, wasn't even the actor's real name.
Yeah, he unalived himself.
Yes. Mika put me on to Tyra on Netflix. I'm not going to start that one. I think there's so much more on Netflix I want to see before I see that.
Tyra
Banks.
What are we talking about with Tyra Banks? America's Next Top Model? Or
yes.
The documentary that's currently talking about the horrors that is the behind the scenes of Next Top Model.
Mm-hmm.
Because that shit's amazing. I already knew it was going to be. Like I said, my mom watched America's Next Top Model, and because she watched Inherently Walking By or whatever, have you seen those TikToks where it's like, oh, I don't want to watch that, and then suddenly you're sitting down into it, and that's how it was with all of us. Actually, it just started with my mom, and then all of us started watching it with her. So yeah, it's crazy. Tyra Banks, they were all pretty rough to those girls.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. says, now I praised Captain Durag. Slime City, on the other hand, is wild. So we're getting some people who
Really,
are for it, some people who are more against it. What exactly is it? All I saw was a couple tweets, and I have no backstory on Captain Durag. Initially, my reaction is, okay, he wears a durag, he's a captain, he's a superhero. So what? Does he talk differently? Does he not empower? What's the opposite of empower? Does he degrade? Like, what does he do that's a problem here? I gotta see it. I mean, I can see why it could be. It could turn into that. But if it's a kid's show, nice, colorful Captain Durag, it could be like, oh, look, cool. Her dad is a guy who wears a durag and he saves the city or whatever it is. So far, so good. Like, that's my initial reaction when I saw there's a thing called Captain Durag. Well, where are you with your reaction? First of all,
let me pull up what the creator said. If you can put that on screen, I sent it in the DMs. So this is a black. I don't know anything about the show. Put that out there first. I didn't. I don't peruse Disney Plus, so I don't know what they have on there. Apparently, this is a black show that is created by black folks with black writers, black illustrators, and things like that. I don't know what the show is about. I know that there is a superhero in the show that I guess the child looks up to and cares about. That is Captain Durag. And a lot of people are saying that it is stereotypical, why Captain Durag. Let me pull up some of the tweets here because I actually want to read some of the ones that people are saying. Let me see.
The object, the durag, alone, that's not stereotypical. That's an item. It's a clothing. It preserves your hair. It's a tool. So just to say that is stereotypical alone is not what I'm about to do. I got to see what happens in this show before I ever cast any sort of judgment over it or condemn it.
This is what some of the tweets are saying here. So first of all, the creator's name is Camille Corbett. She said, I created the character Durag Man, now known as Captain Durag, on the Disney show Hey AJ, and I'm just finding out people are finding it problematic. I just wanted our culture to have a superhero of its own. Now she goes on to say some more stuff. Really wasn't going to go all into, but I'm in the chat. Look in the chat on Twitter, and it's a video of her saying a bit more.
Sorry, I'm just having difficulty with my DM. Like, that's happening for no reason. Every time I refresh it, nothing pops back up.
I think I can show it then.
Sorry. Send it to the private chat and I can play the video if you need to. We could have had Boondock season 5, but they greenlit Good Times, Netflix. Yeah, that's right. And Captain Durag instead. But I got a problem with Good Times Netflix. I don't have a problem with Captain Durag. Like, let me hear what they have to say.
This is the creator. This is what she had to say.
I'm a writer on Hey AJ, and I'm the creator of Durag Man. I know it's Black History Month. Let's take a deep breath together and let's release ourselves from the shackles of respectability politics. Come on, guys. We finally have a superhero with our culture. Let's not talk about semantics and let's just focus on what's happening. If you've seen the show, you know the bunnies in every episode. Slime City is funny. Come on, guys. Let's get into it. Where's the joy? Why is everything so serious? We got to celebrate our people. What Richard Wright would have wanted. He wouldn't want us to be like, let's just be respectable all the time and talk in stilted language. Let's enjoy our culture. I created Durag Man because I'm obsessed with Blaxploitation films And I love Pam Grier, and I thought it would be super cool to have a little homage to that when we're creating a superhero for Hey AJ. And what was better than using a do-rag? Because I own a 6-foot do-rag, and it makes me feel like a superhero when I wear it. Why couldn't someone be like that in AJ's imagination? I really beg of you to give this show a chance. Again, it's an homage to blaxploitation films. And yeah, we're poking fun a little bit at respectability politics because you know what? AJ and her family, they're already excellent. Her dad's a football player. Her mom's a chef. What more do they have to prove? Why can't they have a little do-rag man superhero? Come on, Wakanda forever! Check out Hey AJ and watch it for yourself. It's great for the culture. And there's Jamaican American representation on the Disney Channel, which I never had as a child. And I was so lucky to contribute to. I felt so lucky to be a part of that show. My dad was in the NFL. And so it was really a show that I was really able to tap into my inner child. And growing up, I would have loved a do-rag man. So check it out. Let your kids watch it. Come on, guys.
I think she's an idiot, but thankfully, because she's an idiot, her homage to blaxploitation isn't too problematic. She thinks she's homaging blaxploitation, but like a do-rag is a fucking do-rag. Like there's no added BS that comes with that. So good. I mean, they let her loose on the right projects, and she ended up doing something that's kind of cool.
How do I feel about it? I don't feel that it's a stereotype. I don't know why people are saying that. I mean, that is a part of Black culture, bonnets, do-rags. Do I feel that do I feel that there should be a I don't feel that the superhero should have been named Do-Rag Man, regardless of it being a part of our culture or not. It is a part of our culture, yes. But the superhero side you could have just, I mean, there's a lot of other lanes you could have. I'm not saying it's bad because I don't think it's bad. That's not me saying I think it's bad. I don't think it's bad either. The reason I don't think it's bad, let me get that point first. The reason I don't think it's bad is because oftentimes we are sitting screaming, particularly here in these seats, about wanting representation and Black culture shown and shown in a positive light and things like that. But then when it's shown to us, we are then upset about how that culture is shown. We are then upset with even if it is a Black show or if it's Black people, or then those people are now, oh, you are against the culture or anti-Black, or you one of them, or then go as far as calling some folks coons. I'm not in the lane of this on that show. On this, and I don't watch the show. I don't know anything. All I've seen is the clip. I know that the hero's name is Captain Durag. I don't see a problem with that. If he was named Captain Nigga, okay, maybe there's a problem. If he was named Captain Watermelon, maybe there's a problem. If he's named Captain Chitlins or something like that, I might have an issue with that. But Captain Durag, I don't have an issue with the hero being called Captain Durag. But I also wouldn't, sitting at the table, I wouldn't have voted Captain Durag as the hero of the show. I just don't think that either. There's plenty of other things you could have done. If you're going to do a Black superhero as we just saw, before we even talked about any one of the main topics that were on the thumbnail, the Solar, that is a Black hero that from my understanding is protecting his race of Black folks in that. He's not wearing a do-rag. He's not Captain Durag. Solar, a hero that's made up. Now, like I said, I don't watch the show, so I really don't care. But I'm 50-50 on it.
Yes, it's like the Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents. It's like Bionic Man from Arthur. It's just in the show, there's a character who wears a do-rag, and they chose one aspect of clothing wear and did a hero about it. It's simple as that. Now, this next part I want to say, I would have said even if you didn't say it's not called Captain Watermelon, because I was thinking of saying this before, and then before you mentioned it. So it reminds me of chicken and watermelon and some of these. What's the word? Something that's projected to be as offensive. when you gotta really be in the mind of the colonizer to do that. I'll rewind to why I love watermelon. It's native of the continent. It's not something that is shameful unless you're racist, because when in the United States enslaved people were able to grow their own crops and they made watermelons, it was a source of income. It was business. It was a good thing. It was great. It was awesome, absolutely awesome. Now, because a white racist had the connotations of how let's make fun of them, anything associated with black people, like chickens who were being bred and farmed, because white people have that mentality and they control Bugs Bunny and all the other cartoons and stuff, they started creating content shaming the act of eating a watermelon or eating chicken instead of the white man's meat, which is beef or pork or whatever else they really believed. I don't want to inherit their mindset, so I choose to never look at watermelon as less than, or as a trope, or as some sort of object to be shamed.
Yeah, I don't. Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna ramble longer. Go. I want to gather my thoughts more.
I don't look at any of those things as shameful or anything like that, but I also don't think that we need to have those things, as far as like, I'm not in the white culture. Do they have Captain Potato Salad, seasonless potato salad, or Captain, whatever the fuck other mayonnaise or whatever the fuck other tropes they have? They don't. They have, heroes with names and, and backgrounds that reflect those names and things like that aren't. I don't think we need to have a Captain Durag, just as like I don't think we need to have a Captain Watermelon. And that's not being embarrassed of Durags. That's not being embarrassed of watermelons or anything like that, or whatever they want to poke fun at from our culture. It's simply, to me, ridiculous and silly. Why are we naming superheroes Captain Durag? Again, I'm 50-50 on it, whereas it is a part of the culture and everything I just said there. But as I also said, sitting at the table, I wouldn't have voted that. I would have told her, girl, pick another name. No. We don't need to throw Captain Durag on Disney Plus.
There's Captain Underpants. I was thinking of that too, yeah. Did you ever read those books, those scholastic books, Captain Underpants? You ever heard of it?
I did. I can't say Captain Underpants is, I would say, is the same, but yes, I did. Just for the simple fact of being able to do the pages like this, where they actually moved.
Yeah. You unlocked a core memory. So I mean, I got to see the episodes. I got to watch it happen, and what he does in the episode to know, oh, is he speaking in a way that's a problem? Is he playing up to the things that we hate? And since I haven't seen it, I don't have much of a comment on it further than that. Just the idea of Durag, though, I'm thumbs up on.
Yeah, I'm thumbs down on it. Not thumbs up on Captain Durag. Yes, it's a part of the culture and everything like that, but I just don't think that you should name the brother Captain Durag. Some of the things being said here, just to go off of it, it says our culture, the character seems off. And then somebody put pictures of Static Shock, Luke Cage, T'Challa, Jon Stewart, and said you should have paid closer attention to these beforehand. Someone else said, and someone's pulling up, and I saw in here earlier, talking about her tweets. Yeah, they're pulling up some of her old tweets I did read, and they are a little strange, but that's for the reader to come to that conclusion on. Someone put just the picture of all the black heroes and title and said, you ain't black for real, because how you not know we already got black superhero Cyborg from Teen Titans, Static Shock. We got so many, and this is the name that you chose. And somebody said it kind of shows, or it's a kid's show. They're not all of them are against her. It's a kid's show created and written by us. I don't think people knew that. LOL. It's okay, people. Y'all can relax and let the kids enjoy. Happy Black History Month. Someone said she's Jamaican American. Why do they keep trying to do our culture? They clearly don't understand it. This is not our culture. You can't read our room. I can't say do-rags aren't a part of our culture.
Or Jamaican culture. It's a matter of, is your hair textured in a way that a do-rag is used to keep it tame while you sleep or while you are having day to day, saving it from pillows and all the other obstacles that can hurt your hair. That's not a Jamaican thing or a United States black thing. It's a pointless. No, it's a deliberate attempt to create disunity from a bot account that's probably from Israel. That's what I think that one was.
This person says it's instances like this that are why foundational Black Americans have to protect our culture, because there's always a tether lurking to inject some nonsense.
I have the same thoughts on that one too. This has nothing to do with anything but hair, and hair is biologically that hair is associated with people who were on the boat from West Africa who landed in Jamaica, or on the boat from West Africa landed in United States. Like that stuff. They meaning the people who behind these accounts love to create division over here with, see, that black community is not the same as this black community and they're not the same as that. Think of yourselves as different. So that's what I heard when I saw that comment.
Someone said fake outrage. Black folks were still getting hung and killed for wearing suits and ties. Not that one. Hold on. Sorry. This person said, y'all was able to get away with this black caricature bullshit under the Biden administration, but this shit ain't flying today. We doing full background checks on everybody. Y'all's paperwork came back and blah, blah, blah. Some of these people are just yapping. But not everybody's against her. But a lot of majority of everybody is against her, but not everybody is.
What's a caricature? A picture, description, or an imitation of a person in which certain striking characteristics are exaggerated, okay, like a durag, in order to create comic or grotesque effect.
Caricatures are what they used to do black folks back in the day on cartoons, where they would give them big lips and over exaggerated their eyes and make their skin black as tar and have them doing fucking crazy ass hokey pokey dumb shit. That's a caricature.
I don't see that here, and I don't want to ever inherently, because a do-rag is associated with black culture, diminish it or it's lesser than. You see, it's a do-rag, automatically I can already, like, I don't want to do that one.
Yeah. Well, that's what some of the people are saying there about Captain Durag. Again, haven't seen the show, don't plan to put the show on. Don't have children, it's not up my alley. But again, 50-50 on it. Had I been at the table, no, that would be my vote. No to the name Captain Durag. Regardless of the show and what it shows and its positive light and showing black folks in a positive light. I mean, do we just personally, and this is not being ashamed of do-rags, they already think stuff of us. It's not being ashamed of do-rags, but to have a white family pulling up whatever this show is, and then Captain Durag is on there. Yeah, it's not being ashamed of do-rags or anything like that. It's just I don't see the necessity in it.
Then are we honoring the colonizer when we create shows to the sensibilities of the white person's thoughts? That's a real question, not an attack on what you just said. But is it less confrontational? Does it create less of an issue to just go with Captain something else that's not Durag? Comic Chameleon says they don't have Captain Mayonnaise or Sergeant Ranch, except I've seen mayonnaise and ranch used as a slur projected to white, but also they're the oppressor too. Like systemically, you can't. It's different. It's hard to answer that one. But thank you for the comment. Producer from Atlanta, hello, sir or ma'am. Therefore, my people gone into captivity because of lack of knowledge. Sorry, let's read what you wrote first. First, you wrote, yo, byword and proverb, and it shows, shaking my head, Deuteronomy 28, Psalms 44. Therefore, my people gone into captivity because of lack of knowledge. Queefer Sutherland, why is a foreigner trying to exploit Black American culture? Hard pass. The divisiveness springing up in sections of the diaspora is the saddest shit I ever. I don't know where it came from, but I hate it. Well, it's a coming online, bro. Everything like that online is created by the oppressors, the descendants of the 1885ers. But it's nice to have like that comment coming right after this comment. So is this show a Black American show, like it takes place in the United States, and so having a Jamaican write the show who may have been born in America, that's not okay?
I don't think that's the issue. I just think it's just the disconnection of, again, the ridiculousness of naming him Captain Durag, and how unnecessary it is, regardless of it being a part of our culture. That's not being embarrassed of our culture. I'm Black 24/7 every day of the week, 365 days a year. I am not ashamed of that, and I would not choose to be any other color even if you paid me for anything. I love my culture. I love my people. But again, how unnecessary it is for the character to be called Captain Durag or even Durag Man or whatever. That seems like an SNL skit, to be honest with you. It seems like something that would have even been on Martin.
And the creator literally said that. Like, that's her. She was going for it. Yeah. Comic Chameleon replies, the division happens long before Fab and all this occurred. The division happened years and years ago when we was called Akata to our faces, and people from the motherland talked to us crazy. I've had that experience several times as an adult and growing up. I'm not trying to frame it as something new, but in my lifetime, it garners a strength in recent time that just quietly bugs me. Doesn't keep me up at night, but it bugs me. I think Comic Chameleon and Stamina could talk it out and be friends with each other at the end of this. And communication is the key to getting past this online war, which they are trying to brew. And they own the platforms in which they take place in. And there's fellow Black Americans that are hateful too. See what I mean? Like, you both, let's not play into it, right? Let's say that we love you no matter where you were born or whatever your journey was 400 years ago to where you are today, whatever your lineage is. Unity, everybody. At least that's my take on it. Do you want to chime in on that one, on the disunity campaign that I notice?
No, I said what I had to say on Captain Durag. I said don't watch the show, don't plan on watching it. But I would have vetoed. My vote would have been no.
Your vote would have been no. Okay, then. No, well, let's save Hannah Montana for later, just because I'm tight on time and I don't want to be like, oh, I only have a few minutes left. Let's just react to Star Wars. Let's go to Star Wars right now. The Mandalorian official trailer has come out, and it's they launched it like on 4 different channels. I'll go to the Star Wars channel. The Star Wars UK channel is actually what I'm on right now. First time reacting to it. Have you seen it yet?
Yes, I have seen it.
Hey, never touch the buttons. I can use some information.
Whoa, for this price, I'll tell you whatever you want.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
Gangsters. War criminals.
Long live the Empire.
We'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
Huh.
This isn't about revenge.
Good.
It's about preventing another war.
Strap in.
I don't want to prevent the war. I want a war.
Suffer. And then it will be his turn.
Before going into harm's way, check your armor. The kid will live centuries beyond me. I
Hey.
won't always be around to protect him.
Are you scared? You should be.
Do we run? Or do we fight?
I like this kid.
Praise them.
What are you waiting for? Let's save the rest for after dinner.
There's not much here of plot. Like, why is he looking for the huts? But I'm impressed by some of these alien species they've created, like this guy here. He fights. We're gonna see him in a Sarlacc pit too. Okay. I'll give it a chance. I like this trailer a lot. You may be muted if you're talking. Darius?
No, are you done? Were you done?
I like the trailer a lot.
Oh, okay. I do not. I think there are good things in the trailer. Some of the things that they showed at the Star Wars Celebration, that trailer, which I still don't know why they just didn't release that, but that was the best thing. Anyway, some good things in it, like Imbo. Sure. Some of the action seems fun. For me, it's just I'm getting increasingly closer to not seeing this one in theaters. It seems like, again, as I've said, from all the trailers and the little to no knowledge of the plot that is out there, that this probably would have just been better off if they would have made this whatever season of Disney Plus show they were going to make it. Because for me personally, I don't even know what we're doing. And maybe I would have cared. Like, if this, again, bro, I say this a lot, but if this was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that, I'd have been like, oh, yeah, this is probably going to be fun. This is going to be dope. I'm not even saying it's not going to be fun. It might be fun. Star Wars space adventure, sure. But I don't even know where Din or Grogu or any of this even fits, or why I'm supposed to care anymore, because the plot of whatever we're building to is so all over the place. Yeah, sure, Thrawn's the big bad. Yeah, sure, Thrawn made his way out back into the known galaxy after Ahsoka season 1. So now with the rumors and whispers of a season 2 for Star Wars Space Kids, or whatever it was called, and this and Ahsoka season 2, which I'm praying is good, supposed to be building to some type of botched version of Heir to the Empire, I'm not interested. This just doesn't. I'm not interested. And I don't believe that there's going to be children, because people keep saying kids. The kids are going to go. This looks fun for the kids. Well, kids are interested in Star Wars. So I'm not interested. I don't believe that children are going to be going to see this either, unless it's some child that is grandfathered into this franchise due to their parents' love of Star Wars. I don't think that there are any children that are finding Star Wars and becoming these newfound lovers of Star Wars. I don't think Star Wars is being Googled or YouTubed or in the zeitgeist of a child's mind. Again, unless your parent is a fan of this and they grandfather you in, then sure. But again, I've said it too about Grogu and the boringness of I'm past and over Grogu, past and over this stuff, all the cute stuff. I'm over it. And you could say, oh, Darius, you being anti-cute, or it's anti. No, it's not that. It's that we've been doing this cute shit since 2019. I'm just over it. Don't touch that. Don't do that. Run, get in the veil. Like, it's just, come on, man.
You're Zazu right now. No one's saying touch that. No one's saying see here. And you're like, now see here. There would be no cuteness.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. I don't think it's going to do well in the box office for a Star Wars film standard.
500 million.
And not having, we do know that Mandalorian takes place 5-6 years after Return of the Jedi. With that knowledge, this could be your chance to, before we get to the botched shit that is done to Luke due to J.J. Abrams and Ryan, whoever, I bring on his name. You could have put Luke in this. You could have put, characters we care about.
R2D2 is in it. Could that be with Luke?
Could be. Maybe. I don't know.
And is that something that you reveal during your trailer, or you let the fans be surprised in the movie? Is the Thrawn connection something you reveal in the trailer, or you allow people to feel good and nice about it in the movie? The theatrical experience is way more important than the trailer experience.
Yeah, to have that theatrical experience, there has to be an experience to be had. Meaning people have to be there to watch that.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. There's going to be people who are automatically there because it's Star Wars. And then when everyone who's excited about it recommends it or shares their online experience with it, it makes more people come to the movie theater.
Okay, so on top of that, you said with Thrawn, do you reveal Thrawn being in it? Do you reveal Luke being in it? I think you absolutely reveal Luke being in it. Absolutely. The reason I think you reveal Luke being in it is because you have had nobody talking about this. Your trailer that you spent $10 million on for the Super Bowl was the least talked about trailer. Least whatever talked about ad to get people excited. No one gave a fuck. It didn't do its job. So with that knowledge, if Luke is in it, yeah, I'm showing him because right now we don't have people that even the YouTube Star Wars channels that are super optimistic about the future of Star Wars, or even like, I don't know. I don't know what's even going on.
He's fighting a beast in a pit.
Yeah, there's no plot here.
Nope. Not much.
We don't know anything about this film. Or anything like that. So it's no. And to Cornelius, Darius doesn't hate Star Wars. It's because I love Star Wars so much that I'm so critical of Star Wars. I'm so critical of what Star Wars has turned into. This is not Star Wars. I don't know. I understand that a lot of you have been introduced to Star Wars due to The Mandalorian, due to Disney Plus, and due to whatever Disney's acquisition of Star Wars. Most of you didn't even care about Star Wars when George Lucas owned it, so I don't expect you to know anything about Star Wars. So due to your introduction of Disney's acquisition, this is what you expect from Star Wars, but this is not what I expect from Star Wars. This is not what I expect from Star Wars at all. So yeah, I'm going to be extremely critical every single time. And this wasn't good.
Seeing Zeb is good. Seeing the budget on some of the fighting here, to see that the effects of it are working for me. He's about to hop into a thing that flings him forward like he drives this little toy, basically. That's cool. The jetpack looks cool. Knowing the quality is higher than any episode has ever been visually is great. So
Are
what
we
they were
not
going
past
for,
this, though?
what they
Like-
were going for, they succeeded for.
Yeah, but you just said they knowing that the quality is so, bro. Like I'm just past that. Like I'm subbing enjoyment for quality
Why are you substituting enjoyment?
because I didn't enjoy this trailer, but you just said the
Oh, fine,
quality
yeah,
was
sure.
great.
Well, the quality of the movie is great, not the quality of the trailer. I mean, if the trailer looks cool with the fire, that means the movie's going to be fire too. Like, so the enjoyment of the movie, you can't judge yet. You're telling me that you didn't enjoy the trailer.
I haven't enjoyed
You
anything
didn't.
that they've done for this leading up to it, which has led to me saying this may not get my money for me to even go see it in theaters because it's going to be on Disney Plus where it should have went first.
I hear you. I respect your take that they haven't done enough to sway you. The star power of seeing Susan Sarandon, seeing her, is that her name? Susan Sarandon? Her.
It's Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver, thank you. If the star power of seeing her isn't moving you, or the callbacks to, what's the dude with the hat name from Clone Wars? The dude, the bounty hunter dude?
Imbo? No, seeing Imbo didn't move me. What is? No. Imbo's a bounty hunter. So what was he hired to? So he's not. No, seeing Imbo didn't move me.
I love continuity.
I love it too. That's what Star Wars is. It's poetry. It's always going to rhyme. However, Imbo being here does not make me say, "Oh shit." Now I gotta see Mando Grogu because Imbo's here.
Well, it's certainly a sorry, I got the wrong name. It's certainly a sign that everything's canon. The stuff that George and Dave were working on
Everything's
15
canon.
years ago, all the Rebel stuff still matters. All of the things that you saw will be furthered on. Ahsoka gets furthered on. If you saw it and it's Star Wars and Dave worked on it, don't worry. It wasn't for nothing. The planets that you grew an attachment to matter. Now this makes me want to watch the Embo episodes that he was in Clone Wars so I can refresh my memory of what he's all about.
Well, I tell you what, I don't have that. I don't have that want. I know the episodes that Imbo was in, they were inconsequential as far as the overall narrative of what is going on in Star Wars. He is nothing more than a bounty hunter.
Except he's in this movie right now, so he's not
hunting. He's doing his job. He's a bounty hunter. He's doing his job. He's a bounty hunter. When he showed up in Clone Wars, he's his job. He's a bounty hunter. You're saying that him showing up is you love the continuity, but that's what Star Wars is. Star Wars is always poetry. At any moment, a character could pop up. That's because it's a
yes, and I love Star Wars being what it is. I love continuity, and I love Star Wars doing what Star Wars is supposed to do.
Yeah, but okay. So for me personally, again, Imbo doesn't make me want to see the movie at all. Cool, he's in live action. Does he look good? Yeah, I said that when I watched the trailer the first time. I said Imbo looks great. Looks great, but that didn't make me say, damn, Imbo looks good. I want to go see this. No, Imbo's not the center of the film. I don't even know how long Imbo's going to be in the film.
Yep, me either. He probably is just here to catch Din.
That's all he's here for because he's a bounty hunter. He's not here for any brilliant exposition. He's not here for any groundbreaking moments in the story. He was offered a job. He took the job. He's a bounty hunter.
I didn't watch the movie to say that. That could be the case, and that could not be the case either. He could be pretty pivotal to this trilogy of movies that we have here, where they're trying to prevent a war. Well, if there's a trilogy of movies, the war probably will come by the third movie.
I hope there's not a trilogy of movies. The war is, if they're still doing that, and it's to be believed, the war is Thrawn. War's here. He's here. Yeah, War's here. He's here. They're doing Thrawn. I just don't. Yeah, I don't like I don't like their version of what they're doing with it. So I don't even know if any of that's going to be mentioned in this. I doubt it. Maybe they mention Thrawn, maybe they don't, but that also doesn't like move me. It's like, cool, okay, so they mentioned Thrawn.
How about the maturing of a Yoda? Basically, he's meditating, he's walking with the stick to, like, this guy leveled up. This Grogu guy, he's not acting childish right here in this little sense. But if we listen to the voiceover, I think they said something.
Armor. The kid will live centuries beyond me. I won't always be around to protect him.
Kid will live centuries beyond me. I won't be around to protect him. I enjoy that so much. And you, who are so down on him being a little kid and all that, that's to the contrary. That is showing that he's going to be here longer. That is showing him acting older in a way. Like, that's something that you said you wanted before. And the last time we talked, the time before that. So that's a plus.
I don't know that it is, though. I've seen Grogu meditate. I've seen Grogu do the things he's doing in these trailers. Yeah, I'm too fly cam just said it too. I've seen him do all these things. But you know, yeah. And that's another part too. Go back. That's another part why I'm afraid of. I think they're afraid of their own plot for this film. You do know that. Okay, so this right here, this character here, that's Rhoda. It's Stinky. It's Jabba's son. He is in about 85-90% of this film. That he's going to be with them, and this is all they've still shown of him. Still no plot. Still no nothing.
Doesn't that mean he's not going to be in 80% of the film? This would cause me to question the leak I read.
I don't, because everything that the leaks have said so far have been in these trailers. I haven't questioned them at all yet. And the toy, the merch stuff, the merch always gives away a lot of this stuff too. Like Sigourney Weaver, she's nothing more than a rebellion pilot. That's all she is. The merch gave that away. She's just there for name. She's just, hey, we got Sigourney Weaver in the Star Wars universe. She's a pilot for the rebellion. So yeah, no, for me, I'll see it probably on Disney Plus. I haven't decided fully if I'm going to see it in theaters yet, but if that's the last trailer, Godspeed.
And for me, I thought they accomplished what needed to be done here with this movie trailer. Rated out of 10, chat. Do you give it a 9 out of 10 like I'm going to give it? Do you give it a 4 out of 10? How do you feel about this trailer? We want to hear from you. Especially want to hear from you. With the super, is Ahsoka in the snooze fest? You hype, chill? If she's in here, I'd love that. I would love to see her here. What's she up to? Okay, first time we've seen Ahsoka live action movie. That'd be a good appearance. And my hype level is up. Like this was helpful. I want to see what that mysterious guy was doing. That monster that they have talking to Grogu here, right above on the right. What is that guy? What is he saying? And he understands. Grogu was nodding his head.
Somebody probably a footnote in this movie. They were just passing by on a planet, and he just happens to be one of the aliens there.
And if Ahsoka's in here, I'm hyped. So I'm like my favorite Star Wars character. Seeing her here would be so sick. Oscar gives it a 4. Andre's a 4. 4. It created conversation, job done. 6. 5.5. Why is he a monster, chill? That's so offensive to assume he's... Oh, what am I supposed to call him? A creature who's not human. Him. And this one. That's certainly a monster. This action is crazy.
Go home, Roger. What the fuck are you talking about? Star Wars fan base deserves some of this blame. Can't keep attacking everybody and then playing victim when they don't move forward with new projects. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? How's the fan base playing victim?
And producer from Atlanta comes in with a 5.
Yeah, most of this comments don't make sense.
Huh? I don't understand that comment, Kevin. His name's not Kevin. He logs into different accounts and just spews the propaganda that he's supposed to do for the company known as Disney. That's all this guy is. This isn't a new project. LOL. Quasimodo says 6. You guys are all showing up on May 19th with a lightsaber and popcorn in the other hand.
Well, let's just see here really quick while we're saying that. Let's see here. Let me check.
I'll go 9 out of 10. I like not giving away plot. I like showing that it's going to be high quality. It's going to be the characters I love, like a Mandalorian, like Din Djarin. The way he's able to handle business right here in this fight, somewhere in this trailer. That's very like him, you know? And then visually, yeah, it looks good with the sun. Like this kind of looks like a planet it's not Earth. I don't think this is earthly at all. So what they're going for, the Star Wars feel, I feel.
How do you mean Earth? This isn't the Marvel universe. There's no Earth. There is nothing combating this film in May. You got Michael, April 24th, Double Wars Prada, May 1st, Mortal Kombat, May 8th. Masters of the Universe is until June 5th. So there's nothing.
Oh, this is May 22, not 19.
There's something going up against or anything like that.
And we're 3 months away, baby. I'm not going to support it just because it's Disney and I don't want to give them my money. I'm a little bit selective with it. I'll give my money if it's a black lead, sure, but not this. So, but I'm sure that the general fans who don't have a boycott over Palestine, I'm sure they're all going to show up for this.
So what do you think that they are going to do? Because this is the last trailer, correct? This is it.
Nah, they'll do more if they need to.
Okay.
It is the trailer, though. Don't get me wrong. This is the highest profile trailer they're going to give or have given us so far.
Okay, so they're not going to give like another really good high profile trailer.
Unless they have to. Yeah.
I think they have to. It's interesting. It's interesting. But I gotta say, so if they don't do anything and they're just doing these little TV spots, you think that's going to be enough in 3 months as far as marketing, advertising to get people to go, huh?
Yep. I think it'll be enough to profitably sell this movie, which costed what, 140 million? I think it's enough to get this thing to profitability.
Oh, yeah, I think it'll be profitable for them. I don't think it's going to be like, one of the. I just don't think it's. I think 500. That's what I've been saying. That's why I'm staying with it. I think it's going 600 or above. That's the problem, right there. That's the problem. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just a footnote. It's just whatever. And in the current predicament that Star Wars finds themselves in as an IP, I don't think that suffices. Whatever. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just whatever. It's the first time Star Wars has been in theaters since 2019. But hey, whatever. And we led with Mando and Grogu in theaters. But hey, whatever. It's like I said, I'm going to rant and rave about Maul. it's also not going to get the numbers. It's not going to get the viewership. No one's going to be watching it except for the ones that actually care about that stuff.
So if this was the trailer that you wanted, that everything you could ask for, things you didn't even know you wanted, and it hit, and it was a 10 for you, it's still the same situation we're in with Lucasfilm, is that we know who you've been, we know what you've done over the last few years. We can't forget the Acolyte. We can't, like, we're still gonna feel the way we feel. You just had a good trailer. Like, it's gonna take a lot to dig out of this hole. A trailer like today's trailer was never gonna dig themselves out of that hole to feel the mundane feeling that we've got right now. We are feeling a certain way because of years and years worth of their studio.
No, that trailer wasn't going to dig out of the hole. It's not going to get started, just like Doomsday and Secret Wars doesn't get Marvel out of their hole. It's not going to get started out of the hole if the trailer was good.
Yeah, it's going to take good movies.
It would have spoke to it. Still would have spoke to, hey, there's some movement over there at Lucasfilm. Hey, maybe someone's woken up over there at Lucasfilm. But it doesn't signal that. It signals more of the same bullshit. But we'll see.
I saw an unmasked Din Djarin. That's something we didn't get in season 3. I'm seeing some money is being spent on this thing, and that's what I saw.
Well, but
Happy
see,
for it.
oh my god, I guess again, here lies my issues. We're getting an unmasked Din Djarin, something we didn't get in season 1. Well, duh, he was never supposed to take off the mask. He's only taking it off because Pedro Pascal doesn't want to wear the mask. So they changed the rules. That's why he's unmasked. He's not unmasked because it's like, oh, it's some cool thing in Star Wars and everybody can see. No, it's because Pedro doesn't want to be masked. He doesn't want to wear it. He's already said it's uncomfortable. It's hot. He was there for what, 2, 3, 4 weeks of just even shooting. That's not even him half the time. Didn't care.
Pedro's needs doesn't affect what I think of the character doing the unmasking.
Yep.
It's a sign that he was paid.
It shouldn't have an effect. What should have an effect is the fact that the rule that was established in season 1 was that you don't take off your mask. Yeah, he took off his mask to show Grogu that in season 2, but now it's just a regular old thing. It had meaning at the end of season 2. It had meaning because he was going with Luke where he still should fucking be. He was going with Luke to learn the ways of the Jedi and do all that stuff. So this creature that I've cared for and have had all these adventures with, I've risked my life for. Of course, I'm going to take this mask off now. That had meaning. But now I'm taking it off when it was established in season 1 that my people, we don't take our mask off.
He's not taking it off because he wants to. Someone unmasked him. Where is it? Here. This is him being caught by the by Embo. What was his name? And like he's being forced, and he's like prisoned. Right, his hands are chained right now. He's locked. He's not looking at Grogu's eyes and saying, "Hey, buddy, remember this face?" It's not something he's willing to do right here. I think Darius secretly loves it. He can't stop talking about it.
Yes, does Darius love Star Wars? Absolutely. Yeah. Good, bad. I'm going to talk about Star Wars. Good or bad, I'm going to talk about Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Love it. Love this universe. Don't care for what they're doing currently in the universe, but it doesn't stop my love for the universe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give us your thoughts. Let's hear it. They changed the rule with his current people. That's why Robert Downey Jr.'s face is going to be all up in Doomsday whack. Pedro, Sheed, he's playing Iron Man, bro. The whole Doom thing was just an excuse, so they needed to explain why he's on set. He's playing Iron Man. Pedro was like, how dare they hide this face behind a mask? Robert Downey Doom's going to be the star of the Avengers movie, and the Avengers will be supporting their own movie. Nah, he lives the trailer. He loves the trailer. Good. Feel the hate flowing through you, Darius. Good.
I do. I feel it. I feel it.
Carl Urban never took his mask off in Dread. Disney says, we gonna show Pedro.
It gives me focus. Makes me stronger.
Makes me stronger. I want to see this movie. Interested in it. I'm happy for Dave Filoni. I am mad that Grogu had to leave Luke in that show. I remember hearing that Jon Favreau had creative control over Mandalorian, but he didn't if they did something in Book of Boba Fett, which is why the Book of Boba Fett was those episodes are the ones that Kathleen Kennedy used to bring Grogu back to season 3. It was bullshit, and that's why he's out, and that's why Jon Favreau killed his character. He was playing that Mandalorian that he voiced. He killed his character. He wanted no parts of it, and now I don't know if he wants any parts of it anymore. I'm not sure where Jon Favreau lays. I know he's a quality filmmaker. How many bad Jon Favreau movies have you seen? Exactly.
Okay. Well, I won't comment on that, but
Then let's move to the Hannah Montana. You ready to end the Star Wars talk?
oh yeah. I mean, I don't know what else they're doing. They have nothing else to show us. I mean, unless they're like, psych, here's the real trailer. But I don't know what else they could be doing. So, yep. Calendar set for Maul Shadow Lords, because that shit's going to be amazing.
Miley Cyrus posts on her account, on her Twitter, going back to where it all began. The Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special premieres on March 24th. That's next month. We're going to get a 20th anniversary special of Hannah Montana. They've already must have filmed it. This is crazy. This is mad. And if they're doing that for her, I hope they do that for some of the other shows that we like. Let's get an Even Stevens 30. No, probably not that one, no. But let's do a return of Jet Jackson. No, we can't do that one.
You can't do any of them like that. The reason that Hannah Montana has significance because her character did concerts. So that's what they're doing.
It's not an episode, it's a concert.
It's not an episode. She's getting up there and she's singing. She's being Hannah again.
Oh, that makes me less interested. But she'll be in character as Miley Stewart / Hannah. Like, what are they doing?
I think they're getting most of the people back to. I don't know. I really don't know. But I know she's singing.
Everybody's gonna be older. Her brother Jackson. I don't want to just see him. I want to hear him talk too. He had a great voice.
He's like 30 when we were 15. That's how old he was playing a 15-year-old. Yeah, he was old. He was old as shit. Look him up now.
Okay, Jackson Stewart, played by Jason Earls. He's 48 right now.
I'm telling you, he was old.
Yeah, but he was the bigger brother. I guess I didn't know how bigger of a brother he was.
Some of them kids, some of those people could just pass as teenagers.
Miley's 33, and he's 48. Whoa.
Yeah.
Recession indicator is blaring with this news.
He was hey, we're not gonna do that to Miley. This is great news. We're talking about one of the queens, not the queen, but one of the queens of Disney. During an era where Disney was on top of their games when it came to Disney Channel original movies, Disney Channel original shows, they had the commercials at that time that Disney had. I don't know, maybe not everybody was a Disney kid. Henry, my best friend, was not a Disney kid. Henry was more of a Cartoon Network kid. But I was a Disney kid. I was a Cartoon Network kid. I was a Nick kid. So Disney during that time, I remember heavily. heavily. I was watching Disney a lot.
Sure, yeah.
And Miley,
You were shaking it up with
Hannah
Zendaya.
Backed Up. No, might have been after no, Shake It Up was around that time, wasn't it? My time? Yeah, I guess it was. But I didn't watch Shake It Up. Wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. I watched a little bit of Good Luck Charlie. I didn't watch, everything like that with Good Luck Charlie, but I think those shows are when I started to fizzle out also of Disney.
What's the one where he had a
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
That was a great one. What's the Disney show where someone had a guardian angel with him? And he was like a guy with angel wings?
A Disney show where he had a guardian angel.
Yeah, it was around that 2011 period.
Well, 2011, I was in high school, so I definitely don't know. I wasn't watching Disney.
Oh, you stopped Disney because you were in high school? Like that was a deal breaker for you?
Well, what shows were I wasn't interested really in any of those shows. I think that was around the time of like Good Luck Charlie, Shake It Up. Didn't Zendaya have another show where she was like a secret agent or something?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that one either. I think they redid. I think I came back to Disney during my high school year because they rebooted Boy Meets World, which is one of my all-time favorite shows, which it was awful. Girl Meets World is god awful. So bad. They leaned so heavy on the nostalgia just on those first few episodes. And, those first few episodes were like, it's so cool seeing everybody back. But then it's just so corny. It's all so bad. So, no. KC Undercover. That's what it was called.
Oh, yeah. Casey Undercover. That was fire, man. No, that was after my time. She was already playing Michelle in Spider-Man at that time.
Was she?
Yeah.
Is that during that time? Wow.
Yeah, because that movie came out 2017. Homecoming.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's who's the queen of Disney. It's Raven. That's a Raven. That show was undisputed. She had the top ratings. I think her show went the longest. I think That's Raven had 6 seasons.
Yeah, and she got Raven's Home before Wizards Waverly Place got their sequel series.
Yeah, she did that. She also got Cheetah Girls.
Was Raven the MVP? Wasn't Ashley Tisdale?
Ashley Tisdale.
Yeah, High School Musical.
Ashley Tisdale. All she did was High School Musical and Sweet Life. Raven was the star of That's So Raven.
Yeah.
She Tisdale didn't headline her own show. And Raven was also in Xenon.
I just don't want to is there no competitor? How sometimes they say who was better? Was it Shaq or Kobe? And then is it just Raven definitively? There's no competitor to Raven was?
I don't think anybody was in Raven's lane like that.
Not Hilary Duff, like when she was Cadet Kelly?
Great movie.
Oh, no. You know who else was in that movie? Cristiano Ronaldo, the one who was in Even Stevens, and she voiced Kim Possible. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Christine Romano. That is an impressive person.
Yeah,
but she's not Raven.
No, she's not Raven.
Yo, we got to go up against Miranda Cosgrove from Nickelodeon. That's the only fight we can be having right now. Who was more pivotal to the brand, Raven or Miranda?
Raven had, I remember before That's Raven premiered, she had that dope ass music video for That's So Raven, where they did the theme song, but it was like on the street of what would have been her house when the camera pans out and do that through the cut scenes and whatever. It was like, and then you had all these dancers and Raven was dancing. It was in the street. You had Eddie up on the fire escape doing his rap. You had Annalise Van Poel who played Chelsea. It was dope. Raven had some dope shit. Some dope shit.
Raven voiced a character in Kim Possible.
Yeah, she was Monique.
I should have guessed. Okay, not a significant character, but that's still one more to add to her. Orlando Brown, he voiced Fillmore, so that's 2 things for him.
Yeah, he was Wade. No, Wade was Taj Mowry.
Oh, he stuck around actually from Smart Guy because they started him so young. He had a few other things that he could do.
Yeah, Smart Guy was great. It's one of my biggest hates, or with some of those shows, is that one got cut. That one didn't get finished.
How many seasons did they have?
I think 3, maybe.
Oh, that needed like 5, man.
Yeah, and they stopped it abruptly too. It didn't even. It was that show was so good. When we talk about black shows, Smart Guy is one that doesn't get talked about enough. It's a good show. Black father had his shit together. His kids had their shit together. He had his household in order. Of course, the shenanigans of the episodes from the kids, but still, Mr. Henderson was a great father in black.
the smart guy kid. I did not know that he played like a dumb surfer, that he was the same guy for TJ Henderson. I didn't know Taj Mowry was the surfer on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He played such an idiot.
I don't think he's the guy you're thinking he was. He wasn't like a regular on the show.
Nope. He was on a few episodes.
And then
Your brother is smart.
Proud Family was just great. Loved Proud Family. Are they still doing the Louder and Prouder? Is that still going on?
Disney and their 3-season rule, they probably won't do it because it means paying the actors more.
I can agree with that right now, to be honest with you. Sabrina Carpenter is the most successful star. I don't even think it's a matter of agreement. It's just kind of fact. It's currently the most successful star to come out of Disney. Yeah. I would say she's more successful than Selena Gomez.
More than Miley?
Shit. I don't know about Miley. Nah. Maybe.
Let's give her like 3 more years.
I would have to give her even more than Miley because
Miley's a judge on The Voice.
Hits, yeah, but as far as hits go, music career, I guess we have to say what that would be. What are we defining as success? But if we're talking about just music career, then yes.
Okay, Britney Spears.
It's not she is a Disney girl, isn't she? House of Mouse. She is, isn't she?
You'll just have to taste me when I'm kissing you. That's bigger than Britney.
Ariana Grande's Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Ariana doesn't count, Lawrence. Get with the program. Psh. This took a turn. Can we get back to not talking about Hannah Montana and Disney and all that stuff? We're good on that. Let's talk about another child star.
Fantastic event.
Look how big she became. You, Me, and Tuscany, featuring Halle Bailey, is going to be in theaters on April 10th. And this is the new poster that they've launched for this show. I don't give a damn about DDG and everything else that people have reasons to hate her. This is something that I'm interested in seeing. I'm going to give this a view, assuming it's nothing negative. From what I've seen, it's just a little love story. This looks good.
Didn't know anything about, still don't know anything about it outside the name and that she's in it until you sent that. Well, once you sent it in the chat, I knew about it.
Hey, that's how they don't market. So it's up to us to bring attention to these shows like this. You, Me, and Tuscany with Halle Bailey. Haley Bailey, or however you say it.
What is it about?
I think she goes to Italy and she finds love there. I watched the trailer for it a few weeks back. It's a romantic comedy. Good for her.
Let me see the trailer. Is she funny?
No, then it's not a comedy. You, me, and Tuskegee trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do.
I only know shirtless Regé Jean Page.
I do. Seems like a more of a. Is that going to theaters?
Yeah, April 10th.
Seems like a Netflix thing. That might make the top 10. Yeah, I'll pass. It's not for me.
You'll
But-
pass on it. Damn.
So I wrote comments that the things around her are funny. Well, isn't she the lead? She needs
Yeah,
to be
she
funny.
is.
Things around her being funny are good enough.
Could it not have a sassy black friend, even in a story like this? I'm not mad at it. Perp says pass. No, Perp, don't you have like the AMC movie pass where you can see 4 movies for the price of 1? No, it's still a pass. Janet Jackson music is a plus. It's a black love movie. I'll support. I hear you, Kwanzimoto. I hear you. He's got a twink body. Nothing to see there. Yeah. Nothing to see there. You got no. He's got, what are women so impressed by, huh? What's so special about that, huh? Yeah, no. Kevin Feige said Reggie Jean Page auditioned for T'Challa. I don't even know if you're joking, too. I don't even know. I can't cap. This looks like a streaming movie.
Completely good.
Yeah. It did well with me, but it feels like the Method Man Kelly Rowland movie. The relationship goals. It feels like that.
Haven't seen that.
I heard great things about Reggie Jean Page and Halle, but I'll pass. Casper Cole. If you want to watch a black romantic film, check out the trailer for Love Brooklyn. It's out now on digital.
Out now on digital.
Oh, I did see this trailer already. I saw it, yeah.
Yeah.
That movie. Moving forward with their stream today, you know me, recast T'Challa in the building. That's all I like to talk about. I'm a clout chaser who uses T'Challa to make content, right?
Yeah.
Today adds credence to that because a few years ago, a play was written by Chadwick Boseman. Unfortunately, he died, but however, what he wrote will be used and it will debut in London, England, and they will be playing it. It's called Deep Azure. His 2 brothers, the one Derek and the other one who I never hear from, talked about it on a morning show and used the words, "It preserves his memory."
Well, Shakespeare's Globe approached us. The director, Tristan Finn Adenua, found the play some years ago and fell in love with it and pitched the idea to the folks at Shakespeare's Globe, and then they approached us. And Shakespeare's Globe being such a venerable institution of theater, we felt that it was a perfect fit for the play.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, does it feel like an honor as well to see his work being put on there?
Definitely. It preserves his memory.
And tell us about the play. It's got all these really huge themes, but it's at the heart of it's about Prince Jones, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a young man who was killed by the police. When you remind our viewers what happened with Prince Jones and what the play says.
So Prince Jones was a student at Howard University where Chad attended, and he was unfortunately killed by the police. And so I think that that inspired the writing of the play. And yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that it is dealing with grief, and
Yes.
you lost your brother when he was such a young age.
Yeah.
Does that give it a really added poignancy to it?
Absolutely. I mean, I think this play is absolutely about grief. It's about love. It's about faith. So yeah, all of that definitely connects to what we've been through.
In that, the other guy, Derek Boseman says it took 4 years to finish grieving in that interview. Kevin Boseman is a New York-based actor, a singer, a dancer, a producer, a writer, a speaker, a host. I did not know how much he does, but Kevin Boseman's out here for sure. You gotta love it.
Yeah, during the height of the recast stuff, I had reached out to him. Didn't get a response, obviously, but I had reached out to him.
Okay. A lot of respect for what was said there in that interview. This is how you preserve his memory, something he worked on. So it doesn't need to stop now that he died. Actually, we need to make sure that what he worked on continues after he died. And in this, it's a play. That's how they honor him. That's how they choose to honor him. This is great. Like this, it's so much points. Like for everyone who enjoys plays, if you guys are in the United Kingdom, go make the train ride over. Go watch this thing. It's hip hop meets Shakespeare is how they advertised it. Deep Azure is what it's called. This is what I love. Rest in peace to Chadwick. I think most of us here are in agreement that this was such a greatly executed move. Preserve Chadwick's memory? Take notes, Ryan Googler. Yeah. Something that was created and is being produced and continued even after Chadwick's death. Ironic, isn't it? Yeah. I think Derek Boseman knows, bro. I think he knows. That's why he kind of chimed in with, of course, it preserves his memory. I think he's aware. Just for some reason, he tiptoes around, or he's not tiptoeing. It's just he's not me either. He's not me with the recast T'Challa either. I don't understand it, but there's definitely signs that he knows how Hollywood moves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his younger brother or older brother. The one that looks just like him.
Yeah, right. They could do what they always say, Paul Walker, and how they're going to use the younger brother. They could just do that in the MCU. Use the younger brother.
Yeah. He's in shape. There's like from perusing on his Instagram a while back.
You ever seen a live play before? Not in school or anything?
I have.
Was it Hamlet?
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't Hamlet. I've seen a few. But no, not Hamlet.
I wish I had more to say, bro. I'm just not into the plays, but I know that everyone loves the EGOT when you win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. So this would be a Tony eligible play. So let's hope for Deep Azure winning that, a Tony, or if the NAACP Image Awards gives plays, theater, if they give awards for that, then let's hope it wins that.
Yeah. Plays, theater. I want to see Lion King. Do you want to see that? I've not seen it. No, I'm sorry. I haven't seen it. I want to.
Great cast.
I've seen The Passion.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Yeah, The Passion.
Perp said that plays are underrated.
They are.
Coming from you, that means something.
Indeed.
Let's read a couple more. I saw the Ringling Brothers circus. That's it. You know, I saw wrestling, and wrestling is a lot like live theater. I don't want to hear it, Darius. Wrestling is
not.
similar.
And I think any person that does theater would be so deeply offended by that statement because it is nothing like theater.
Stamina MCs, you can't make this up. He's doubling down. You need a lesson. Hold on, wait. Arthur says Weekend and Bad Bunny are bigger than MJ right now. Sorry, you don't understand. I disagree, Arthur. So does everyone else in the world. Get back in school, Arthur. The Exorcist on Ice had me laughing seeing Shut up. The Exorcist on Ice. I've seen Frozen on Ice like advertised. I've seen that. I never actually went to watch it live.
I've seen Frozen live on Ice.
That would be a nice thing to see on Ice. Frozen on Ice. That makes sense.
Disney on Ice is what it really is, but yeah, I can't just go past that statement though. I see you did not do your homework, Arthur. That is insane. But again, as I said during that stream when I left everybody, some people just simply don't understand what makes Michael Michael and how there will never be another Michael ever. Yeah. So I see you didn't do your homework there.
Nah, so you're not looking at the numbers and the YouTube views, okay? So that's why you're not thinking.
That's fine that they're bigger than Michael currently, but as I said during that stream, and what I feel like a lot of you younger people fail to realize because you were born into that generation where you didn't hear go outside and play. You guys were born with tablets in your hands. You came out of the womb with tablets in your hands, most of you. So you don't understand what the era without the internet was really truly like, what the era that Michael Jackson thrived in to become Michael Jackson. For example, when he did the moonwalk for the very first time, if you didn't catch that live, you couldn't get on YouTube and be like, oh, let me go see this, or oh, let me get my phone and go see. You might have caught it on the rerun when it came back on TV, had you scheduled your time and set some time out to sit there and watch and blah, blah, blah. And yes, you're bringing up the halftime show. That's fine. MJ's halftime show, do you know, you're bringing up those numbers again in an era where there was no Spotify. There was no YouTube. There was no streaming for people that couldn't watch the halftime show at home. If you weren't at home, you could just stream it from wherever. There was none of that shit. You're talking about the king of pop, a man who was doing a thing in a time that Bad Bunny couldn't do what he's doing now in a time where The Weeknd, as you brought up the last time, couldn't do what he's doing now in a time that you also foolishly brought up One Fucking Direction, that they could never even be in the same conversation as Michael Jackson. It's your age that's giving you the naivety that you have. It's your age that's allowing you to speak so ignorantly about Michael Jackson. You know nothing about Michael Jackson, so I don't know why you continue to come into the stream and speak on Michael Jackson. You know nothing about the man. When you are comparing him to people like The Weeknd, One Direction, and Bad Bunny, and that's not a knock on Bad Bunny. But it's a knock it is a knock on him when you are putting him in the same conversation as Michael Jackson. It is something that your young mind will never understand until you actually sit down and do the homework and realize that the artists that you are speaking about are doing the things that they are doing in the era of technology, an era that Michael Jackson did not have.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Like, you're not even using the right artist. If you would have said Drake, then maybe I could concede. Like, but not those guys.
None of them. There's none of them. There's not going to ever be an artist in your lifetime, Arthur, in your children's lifetime, and your children's children's lifetime that will ever touch Michael Jackson. And maybe it's going to take some of those lifetimes by the time your children have children for them to actually bring up Michael Jackson for you to say, damn, that name is still resonating. People are still talking about Michael Jackson. No one
So
said
now-
Bad Bunny is a see. That's again, your young ass ain't listening. Your young ass ain't listening. Open your ears. Nobody at no time during that rant that I just gave did I say that Bad Bunny isn't talented. But when we are talking on measurements of talent and measurements of success compared to Michael Jackson, it's null and void. It's null and void. If there's no conversation to be had. No one said Bad Bunny isn't talented. The man just headlined the halftime show.
You know who headlined the first halftime show?
Right now. But just because he headlined the halftime show and he's one of the biggest artists in the world right now does not then put him on the same talking points as Michael Jackson. That's crazy.
I feel sorry for people who didn't grow up with Prince and MJ. There we go. Yeah, give me Prince, okay? Give me a contender. No Bad Bunny.
You're not listening. You can appreciate the words all you want, but you are not listening. You just said the numbers disagree. Of course the numbers are going to disagree.
Who's pushing a YouTube video from 40 years ago?
When Michael Jackson headlined the halftime show, there was no YouTube, bro. When Michael Jackson moonwalked for the first time, there was no internet to be like, no one was in the crowd with their phone filming that and then instantly uploading it to the web to where it could be all over the world to watch in seconds. That wasn't a possibility. What aren't you grasping from that? What aren't you grasping from that? How are you not grasping that in that era, that time, he was still able to do what he did and still be the king of pop, the biggest artist of all time? How is that? How is this hard? How is this hard? Y equals MX plus B would give me a much more harder time than understanding how Michael Jackson became Michael Jackson. That's crazy. We're not about to sit here and disrespect Michael Jackson and put him on the same playing field as some of these artists. That's crazy.
What is that? Is that the calculation for a slope? Or Y equals MX plus B?
Oh my Lord. Mariah Carey still does huge numbers with her. Yes, but you want to know the only time you ever hear about Mariah Carey is when they're throwing the bitch out for Christmas. You don't hear about her any other time. You never hear about Mariah Carey any other time. You don't hear about her in January. You don't hear about her in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. But when November creeps around, she starts to thaw out. That's the only time you hear about her. So don't even put Mariah on the same level as Michael Jackson. Crazy. Come on, give me another artist. Give me another one so I can throw that back at you too and tell you how they're not Michael Jackson. Crazy. We're not about to disrespect. We're not about to disrespect Mike. We're not about to disrespect Mike.
This is incredible.
Can I buy a bow? Nothing? No other artist? All right then.
Yeah, she's not thought out. Yeah. Love you, Darius, but save your anger. These younger generations just don't know.
Nobody, bro, y'all's generation. And I hate saying that because I hate sounding old. You don't listen. You sound like my boys when I used to talk to my kids, my basketball boys. They didn't listen either. Y'all, you don't listen. At no point in any rant that I just gave did I say Mariah Carey is not an icon. What I simply said was, in conversation throughout the year, no one's discussing Mariah Carey. It's just, unless she's getting honored at some award show, or maybe she's dropping a new song for a movie or something like that. We're not about to sit here and think or pretend that Mariah's name gets talked about like that. It doesn't, bro. But that doesn't mean that she's not an icon. What? Mariah, I can name hit after hit after hit after hit Mariah gave. But it doesn't then put Mariah Carey on this playing field that Michael Jackson is on. It also then doesn't take away the real facts that she's not discussed unless it's talking about All I Want for Christmas.
That's it.
Now you're right. They don't listen and can't fathom a world without social media. They say millennials are the smartest gen, though Gen Z and X and boomers are dumb. This guy just proved it. Shaking my head, young whippersnappers just don't know.
Y'all don't. This is the same generation that tried to say just because Taylor Swift did what she's doing, and again, in the era that she's doing it in, that puts Taylor Swift on the same level as Michael Jackson. And it just simply doesn't. It just simply doesn't. Michael Jackson was in a room with grown men like, bro. Grown men wondering in awe at Michael Jackson.
He almost bought.
You wanted to say the last time that we brought this up that just because there were people fainting at One Direction and people fainting at The Weeknd and things like that too. So people fainting at Michael Jackson doesn't mean anything. Again, as I say every time people like to bring that point up, I implore you to pull up any video of any artist that you just named. Where? Because every artist still does the whole pop out the stage thing and land. Where they've done that, I want to see that. Where they've done that and they haven't, and the crowd's going crazy for 15 to 20 minutes and they haven't said a word. And then I want to see where they move and then the crowd gets really loud. I want to see where they take off their glasses and the crowd gets even louder. Then the concert starts after 40 to 30 minutes of you screaming. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Show me that. Show me people getting pulled out on stretchers. Show me bitches passing out. I want to see that from one of the artists that you named today. You can't give me that because it's not possible. It's
Rey Mysterio would pop out of the stage as part of his entrance, launching high into the air.
As Michael Jackson, it's even in the saying, the success of Michael Jackson level of fame. When you talk about One Direction or The Weeknd, you're saying The Weeknd has Michael Jackson level of fame. You see how that sounds? You're putting that on the saying. He's got his own saying, a Michael Jackson level of fame. Like, bro.
You gotta just see Rey Mysterio jumping out of the stage like that. That's crazy. Just saying. Somebody did it better than Michael. MJ aura was too strong.
They can have that motion. You brought up the Beatles. You brought up Elvis. You brought up Justin. Let's see. Michael Jackson's last album. Let me make sure I have my numbers correct here. Last big album. Michael Jackson's last big album was in 2001. Mike passed in 2009. Let's see. Mike's last big tour. Which one was that? Saying all this to say, we are talking about, you brought up the Beatles, you brought up Elvis, and not to say that the Beatles and Elvis's names aren't well known, and I don't again know why you put Justin in that same category as Michael Jackson. I know that Justin had the little Bieber fever thing, but understand it was a fever. That shit went away.
You just needed a little medicine.
With Michael Jackson, it's been a lasting fucking fame through generations. I don't know how we're not getting that with Mike. I just don't get it. Crazy.
Last one, bro. Eminem was outselling MJ when he was alive. Look it up. Again, I don't mean to disrespect MJ. Okay, well, thank you for not being disrespectful, Arthur.
Eminem in the same lane as Mike. Eminem. Marshall.
Michael Joseph Jackson.
Marshall. Hey, man.
I guess the Wiggles too, huh? Kids Bop. Shit, anybody can just be in that lane, huh?
You know, one of the girls from Kids Bop made it. She became the actress who plays Dagger.
Really?
Yeah, there's actually a few Kids Bop people who, ascend because those parents are committed to making their child a star.
My point of view is what I make my point of view. My point of view is not the extension of my state lines. My point of view is what I allow my mind to extend it to be. You're not going to put me in a box with Oklahoma.
With that said and understood, I think that's enough streaming for today. We hope that you liked what we had to say about the Star Wars movie trailer and the back and forth we had and differing opinions over Captain Durag, stereotype blaxploitation, all that. Thank you for coming. Hannah Montana 20-year anniversary. You, Me, and Tuscany coming April 10. What else we got? Go watch Cross tomorrow on Wednesday. New episode. Jarius?
I'll be watching Michael in April. And so will the rest of the world when it makes $2 billion. Cue the Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did everything, the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.